2018, which is our centenary year, has turned out to be a very, very important strategic year for the group. In this year, we announced two very substantial transactions. The first is closing out the third phase of our transaction with Sanlam, which puts us into a unique position across 34 countries on the African continent. And that's very substantial, sets us up for years to come. And now on top of that, we've announced a series of transactions to improve the empowerment status of Sanlam in South Africa. And that also sets us up for some real growth trajectory, primarily in the institutional market, but also in the retail market. And it sets us up to attract even more black talent into the group than we have already. Now at 13%, which is where we are as a result of the transaction we did in 2004 with Ubuntu, we do lead, but when we see the opportunity to raise capital, which is necessary for our transaction with to close out the control of Saham, which we announced some weeks back, when we're issuing capital, raising capital, issuing shares into the market, we thought at the same time it would make sense if we could improve our black economic shareholding in South Africa. The first element in the package is a 5% shareholding issue in Sanlam to broad-based black economic empowerment groups, including professional women, poor women in rural areas and in urban areas, Sanlam staff, business partners of Sanlam. And that's the latest thinking in terms of black economic empowerment, that it should be broad-based. That's the first element. The second element is how Sanlam is repositioning the shareholding of Sanlam Investment Management. And that we've been working on for some time. And the first element of that is to allocate 25% shareholding to our partners at Ubuntu. They will be entering into the asset management business. We will be taking a 25% interest in their portfolio of financial services businesses, ARC Financial Services, and we will also be making available to them a funding facility of 2 billion rands on market-related terms, and those funds will be used to develop the African Rainbow Financial Services businesses in areas that are complementary to the Sanlam Group. So we will immediately move from a level 2 status under the Financial Services Code to a level 1 status. The transactions that we announced today support the national agenda because the President is asking for investment in South Africa. Now we've invested substantial sums in the past, but this is also a substantial investment, so it supports it there. And at the same time, it's very, very important that we use our positioning as a leading group to improve black businesses in the country. And here we are supporting our empowerment partner, Ubuntu. The purpose behind these transactions is to set us up for further growth, particularly in the institutional market. And I mean, it really has become an imperative in South Africa and for financial services businesses in particular to increase our black shareholding, because in South Africa at the moment, black economic empowerment has become a national imperative. Times are tough now in South Africa, but we're very confident that with business working with government and working with labor under the new leadership that we have in the country, we think in time things will improve in the country, and these transactions that we've undertaken now are very much in support of that national agenda, building up black empowerment status of Sanlam, building up the financial services business of Ubuntu and African Rainbow Capital. And I'm so pleased that, now coming towards the end of the year, we've been able to close out both. And it's particularly nice in our centenary year. And really this will set us up uniquely for growth for many, many years to come. And I think one will look back on 2018 as really a standout year for the Sanlam Group.